Hi, I'm Alex from Kindred Coffee. We're here today to talk about my favourite method of making coffee, filter coffee. There's a lot of things that are part of what filter coffee is, being V60, AeroPress, stovetop, batch brew, plungers and cold drip. But today we're going to be brewing with my two favourite methods, the V60 and the AeroPress. To get started making filter coffee at home, there's a few pieces of equipment that you'll need, such as a gooseneck kettle with temperature control, a hand grinder or an electric grinder if you prefer, your choice of filter method, and also a set of scales going into 2 decimal places, and also your favourite trusty mug. Today, we'll be making a V60. We'll be using the Hario metal V60. We really like this for its durability, as well as its temperature stability, and Hario papers, again, for its consistency of product. With your hand grinder or electric grinder, how you adjust your grind size will impact how long it takes to brew. A really coarse grind setting will mean that the water will pass through really quick, leading to a really thin expression of coffee. But if it's too fine, you'll have too much contact time, and that can lead to a really thick or bitter sort of coffee. So we find you want to experiment and adjust your grind, aiming for a 3-minute brew time. It's important to have a temperature control kettle because different coffees, varietals, processing methods, and roast styles will have a big impact on it. We find that a 90-degree temperature is a great starting point for our style of coffee. It might sound really funny, but the water you use is really important. The water is going to make up 98% of what's going to be in the end cup. So using your favorite filtered water is going to lead to a better cup. To get started making a V60, we like to recommend a ratio of 1 to 15.5. That's roughly 16 grams of coffee to 250 grams total beverage mass. It's really important that we preheat and pre-wet your paper filter. This warms up all of your equipment and removes the paper taste from your paper filter. The recipe we like to recommend is 16 grams in with a 50 gram bloom, followed by 2 100 gram pours for a total of 250 grams. The bloom is to degas your coffee and to set up your bed for a nice even extraction. After you've preheated your V60, you want to make sure before you start brewing, you tip out that water. Now that everything's preheated and ready to go, it's time to brew. Get your coffee in your V60, and remembering that we're doing a 50 gram bloom for 45 seconds. When pouring, you want to aim for the middle with a small circular motion. After that 45 seconds, I'm going to hit it with the first 100 gram pour. Remembering to pour steadily in the center with a small circular motion. Rather than waiting another 45 seconds, this time, as soon as all the water is poured through that coffee, that's when we're going to pour the next 100 grams of water. Now that it's finished dripping through, carefully take off your V60, give it a good swirl, give it a whiff, pour it into your favorite mug, and enjoy. And there you have it, your beautiful V60 coffee.